Burdine was there. In fact, I'm thinking you're probably up all night with hanging out with everybody at the party.
Absolutely, guys. I have to admit, I'm a little tired today because I was up really late partying with some of the hottest celebrities at the Barnstable Brown party, but it was well worth it, of course, to bring you our red carpet coverage from last night. Take a look.
I think I've never prepared for an event like this before, and honestly, you know, I'm probably more of the casual type and sporty type, so it was a little different for me, but I had fun doing it, and especially doing it with my daughter.
Hey, it's Jim Beam Whiskey, man. It's Kentucky Derby, Kentucky basketball, Mama's cooking. It don't get no better.
I was a hot walker at Belmont Park when I was a kid, so I'm not used to being on this side of the track. So it's interesting to be on the other side of the track.
Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? I mean, I've already kind of had a pre-warm-up deal at the hotel, one glass of wine, settle the nerves, you know, come to the big party with all the celebrities. I feel like a kid in a candy store.
This is fun. Everybody here is so sweet. I mean, I have a great time. From the time I get to the hotel, the officers who escort us around, Trisha and this place, you know, and then just the way we get treated at the track is wonderful.
Well, the whole event is so fun, you know, and I'm excited to have Mary Jo see it for the first time.
We've been watching it for
there's
years.
so much tradition and so much regalia, and yeah. So
finally, the real thing.
It's a great event.
You know, guys, it's a rough life hanging out with all these stars, but somebody's got to do it. And trust me, there was plenty more where that came from. For now, back to you guys.
Nikki, I heard the big moment last night was when Ashton Kutcher showed up, but you were telling me did he kind of snub everybody?
Yeah, I got the cold shoulder from Ashton Kutcher, but, you know, I wasn't alone. He did snub everybody on the red carpet, so I didn't feel so bad about that.
At least that's the case, Nikki.
Right.
Thank you. Burdine had the lucky assignment. She drew the special straw to get to go to that party tonight. Now, Ashton Kutcher may have snubbed you last night, as we talked about earlier, but you got to talk to plenty of other celebs, huh?
Yeah, I may have gotten the cold shoulder from Ashton and maybe a couple of other celebs, but that's okay. You know, I just brush it off and move on. But I did talk to one of Kentucky's biggest celebrities, of course, Coach Cal, and he had a big day yesterday. He got to go to Washington, D.C. and meet our president. I caught up with him and also another former pretty special Wildcat to hear what their trip was like.
He was really, he's got a swagger. You know, we like to have it in basketball. He has it. He has a swagger to him. He's knew our players, knew who they were, knew my son. I mean, he was really neat. It was for our basketball players and our team and our program to have that opportunity it was really neat. A friend of mine was there, said I was moving my hand. Yeah, I was nervous. It was harder to do that than coaching a championship game.
And after chatting with us, Coach Cal took time to talk to True Blue fans.
Pretty much just show my face, you know, support the cause, have a lot of fun, meet some new people, and just have a good time.
If I pick a horse, he may not finish, so I'm like kind of staying away from it.
I'm not sure. I was going to go with Daddy Longlegs, but everyone's probably going to go with him, you know, so I'm going to try to find somebody else tonight. See who's performing. Last year, Boys to Men, a couple of my teammates and I were doing a little solo action up there, so hopefully somebody else comes out there and have a good time.
Yeah, you heard right. Coach Cal said our president has swagger. Now, I do believe, Chris and Nicole, isn't that a requirement to be the president of the United States? I'm not sure. Back to you guys.
Apparently it is these days. Yeah. And she was up very late last night, and she is live this morning. She was at the Barnstable Brown Gala.
Yeah, I'm still a little bit sleepy, so forgive me if I yawn in the middle of this live shot. But last night was quite an event. We all know celebrities, they have deep pockets, but it turns out they have big hearts too. We caught up with a few last night to talk about the party and the cause behind it.
Everything has been just wonderful. To see Churchill Downs after watching it on television all these many years, to see it live, that was a big thrill, just pulling up and seeing it. Seeing those steeples.
I'm definitely excited. I, haven't done enough research to place any bets, or at least I haven't decided on what I'm going to place bets on yet, but I'm definitely excited to go to the track and see all the amazing hats.
Rough day at the track today. Didn't win any races, but notwithstanding, this is an incredible weekend. Louisville really does it right. So many great activities. I'm just blessed to be here. The people here are incredible. I'm just fortunate to be asked back to be able to get to come every year and This is an incredible party.
They're here for the glitz and the glamour, the delicious eats, and of course the party, but they didn't lose sight of the good cause behind the event.
So much support, so much happening. It's like my wife will donate her hat after the Derby, and it goes to charity. I mean, so it's, I don't know that everybody gets the big picture of what's going on.
You know, this is a great cause, and I know that probably most people understand why they're coming, you know, but it's always fun to be around celebrities, and because all of them have little quirks and they're unique, kind of like the horses that make it to the Derby. Almost all of those horses have some type of quirk.
And those celebrities had a few quirks as well, as you can imagine. Partying with a purpose and with the celebs. Does it get any better than that, guys? Chris and Nicole, Tinseltown made its way to the Derby City last night. And even though a few celebrities, Ashton Kutcher, didn't have time for us, we more than made up for it. Barnstable Brown's 2012 party was hot and humid, but the stars here didn't mind a bit.
You think of the Derby, you think of Kentucky. It's such a great thing for the state. It's such a great thing for the community. And for somebody that's from Kentucky, it just fills one's heart with pride.
It's just a really fun event. You know, last year I brought my girlfriend, and this year I brought another girlfriend, and we just make a fun trip out of it. You know, we meet so many fun people, and it's such a spectacular event. You know, it's something very different, and I love coming here. So hopefully I'll make it a tradition and keep coming back.
Seeing all the people that I only see when I come here. You know, I've made some friends here that I don't see anywhere else. I don't know if they're here this year. You know, Smokey Robinson and ZZ Top and Aaron Rodgers I met here, so we're kind of pals now, which is great. It's not like we cross paths a lot, but when we come here, we get to catch up.
Big names like Jennifer Goodwin, Kellen Lutz, Ashton Kutcher, and Miranda Lambert all in a big rush to get into the party.
I love the heat. I love the humidity. I'll take it all.
Yeah, we did get the cold shoulder from a few of those celebrities, but Paul Schaefer, among others, could not stop raving about Kentucky and how much they love it here, and of course our Southern hospitality. And who can blame them, guys? It's pretty great here.
You know, at least you know that Ashton Kutcher, I mean, he gave every media person there the cold shoulder. It wasn't just you.
Yeah, it wasn't just me, so that made me feel a little bit better. But still, I even yelled his name. We made eye contact, and he just kept on going. What's a girl to do?
What is question for you? Yes, who do you think, of course, this is about, we get it, the Kentucky Derby is about horse racing, but second, probably celebrities and fashion. So, who do you think was best dressed last night?
Oh, there were a lot to choose from, but Erin Andrews, ESPN lady, was absolutely stunning. She had a long taupe gown, and she's just even prettier in person, if you can believe it.
Oh, gosh, what?
Are you ready for that? Do you remember that? Do you remember that?
Where were we?
This was
and that's you.
That's me right there. Circa 1999.
Oh, God. How old were you?
I was 15 years old.
Oh, crap.
This was in Kingsport, Tennessee.
Okay.
Performing at Funfest.
Wow. That was a long time ago, yes.
You guys were just hitting it there?
Yeah, just started doing shows, yeah.
And here we are again.
12th year here at the Kentucky Derby, so very excited about it.
Fate has brought us back together. You realize that, right?
Always, yes. And you look more lovely every day, which is nice. From then till now.
It's so nice to see you again. Are you having fun so far?
I always have a great time here. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, you're no stranger to this.
No stranger to the Barnstable Brown party, so yeah, definitely.
What are you looking forward to most?
Just having fun, having a good time, you know, and obviously this is for charity, so hopefully trying to find a cure for diabetes, and we're excited to be here. I mean, it just keeps getting bigger every year, I think, so it's great.
And tomorrow, what are you going to do tomorrow?
Well, there's racing.
Yeah.
There'll be gambling. And they'll be drinking. So I'll be drinking a lot and gambling a lot. Hopefully I won't lose too much.
What bets are you going to play?
I like the long shots. Yeah. I do the long shots a lot. So I kind of try to bet the long shots, have fun with it, see what happens. Don't get too crazy with it, but sometimes they end up winning. So looking forward to it.
Since you're a bettor and you're going to have to give me some tips.
Long shots. Bet small money on long shots. It goes a long way.
All right, I'm going to follow your lead.
Please do. Bet on the worst horse.
The worst horse. All right, I like it.
Long shots, that's what it is.
Thank you so much. Reunited. And it feels so good. All right, guys, so the backstory to that package I didn't get to tell you in the beginning. I actually met Joey Fatone about 13 years ago, and I brought evidence to prove it. I showed him that picture, as you saw in that story there, and he was a nice guy about it. He said he remembered. I don't know if he did or not. And I don't know who was more embarrassed by that picture, me as a 15-year-old girl or Justin Timberlake. I don't know if you caught that bleach blonde hair and those curls. That was pretty hot. Back to you guys.
All right, admit it. Now, were you one of those screaming fans then back in the day?
Of course. I was singing NSYNC's I Want You Back, all about it. I still have it in my car right now.
Nikki was there. She joins us live with that story. Good morning, Nikki.
Good morning. And this time we're talking about what the celebrities wore on their heads. And of course, some of the best and most gorgeous and sometimes ostentatious hats are worn by the stars. We caught up with a few of them last night at the Barnstable Brown party. And even though they weren't wearing their hats last night, I got some insider tips on what they'll be wearing today.
Well, it wasn't a catastrophe. I mean, that hat was all over the place in photographs, but it was so ginormous and big. I feel like my neck has been out of line since then. So this year we're going a lot smaller, and there's little flowers on it and everything, yeah.
And I'll tell you what, I can't lie, of course, I love wearing big hats. And I tell you what, seeing the ladies with the big hats and the dresses, that just, well, hell, it turns me on. I ain't gonna lie about it.
Of course I have a hat picked out. I have to be organized. I came from New York. It's beautiful. It's by a New York hat designer named Satya Twena. She makes beautiful, beautiful hats. I think my hat's really classic and gorgeous. It's cream with a lot of red. My dress is cherry red, kind of like that color. So some feathers, big floppy brim. But I'm thinking that my hat's going to be the tamest of all of them.
No, I don't roll the lid. I wear baseball caps, but that doesn't fly at the Derby. My wife's got a great hat.
It's kind of silverish. It's got a big bow, and I think it's pretty fun. You'll see.
You got to wear. Well, my wife has got her hat, and I'll come up with something, yeah.
So many gorgeous hats out there. And speaking of hats, this hat I'm wearing right now, I am absolutely in love with. It is from Christine Moore, and it is courtesy of the fabulous ladies at the shops at Keeneland. So big shout out to them for matching this pretty perfectly with my dress. But from here, in about an hour, I'll be heading over to the red carpet to talk with celebrities and see what they're wearing today. And we'll, of course, bring that all to you. Back to you, ladies. I had a blast partying with all those celebrities last night, and I am a little tired, but it was well worth it. I caught up with all those celebrities and got some insider tips on betting today. Now, some say there's an actual science behind it. They actually study and research before they place their bets. Others say it's all about the color, the number, and sometimes just a feeling.
Talked to Bob Baffert today, met him for the first time. He obviously has Burdine in the race, who I think is 7-1 right now. That's a pretty favorable pick at the moment. I usually like to go for the long shots, though.
And there's no really science behind it. You just like the name.
Zero science. Yeah. Complete, number, colors, name, and hopefully it all works together.
I think I've got to go with Hansen.
Well, I'm not sure yet. I gotta mingle. I gotta get the inside scoop, and then we'll see. But I'm holding off and letting you guys know who I'm betting on just yet.
If I pick a horse, he may not finish. So I'm kind of staying away from it.
I'm trying to put all my eggs in that one basket because he's my namesake and it's Bob's horse. So, but we'll see tomorrow. I mean, you got to pair him up with some people to make your bet worthwhile.
She loves creative calls, and I like. I'll have another.
I think El Padrino, if I'm saying it correct, that for some reason I looked at it and I went, that's the one I'm going to bet on. And I won last year. My buddy owned a part of Animal Kingdom. So he says, you got to bet it. We win. I go to the winner's circle and I look at my buddy and go, we did bet on this, right? And he goes, oh, we did bet. And it was.
What a lucky guy. Now, some of those folks just can't help but choose the horse. Bodie Miller, I mean, come on. He had to choose Bodie Meister. You can't really get around that. But the best advice I got was go for the long shot. I guess maybe we should ask the experts, but celebrities do usually know best, right? Back to you guys. Derby celebs are still filing in here to the red carpet, and they're chatting with us. You hear some friends here. It's like a little bit of a reunion. And we caught up with some stars today who we didn't get a chance to talk to last night at Barnstable. Take a look. Now, last year was your bachelorette party. How do you top that?
Well, this year we actually more prepared, so we got our outfits together better. And last year we didn't really know what to expect, and my anniversary is next week, so we decided to just keep it a girl trip. It's kind of a tradition.
You feel like a true star?
Kind of. I've seen a lot of stars in line waiting to get on the red carpet, and for me to be a part of it is something special.
I know a lot of people want to see you, but are there any celebrities that you really want to see?
Any celebrity, actually. I've seen a lot of celebrities on TV, and just a chance to get to meet them here at the Derby is going to be great.
Now, your character in The Office is a bit risque. Is your Meredith going to come out, or are you going to,
You know what? I cannot be responsible for what happens. What happens at the Derby stays at the Derby, I hope. Because those mint juleps are lethal. Woo. Yeah.
You're going to have one, right?
Yeah, I had one yesterday.
Good.
Bless it, yes.
Almost every star says they are ready. They're heading in there. The first thing they're going to do is get a mint julep or even a lily, and after that, they are going to place a bet. Back to you guys. Carpet here is really heating up. Stars, of course, are dressed to the nines. Here are some of our favorites. Take a look.
It's been a lot of fun. This is my first Derby, so it's just exciting in general. I always think that next year it's going to be hard to top.
Yeah.
Coming this year as Miss America, but it'll be a different side of things next year.
Such a blast, isn't it?
It is.
Absolutely. It's a few times that all of us come out, ladies come out with hats, and we all have to learn how to move.
And how are you doing? You're doing pretty well so far. You knocked your husband out?
You keep balancing.
But
you just keep balancing.
You just, as you go through small groups, you forget that you have to balance. You have to balance. So you move left, you move right.
I'm kind of like wine. I get better with age, I guess.
I like that. I'm going to go with that too.
A little more grayer.
Yeah, but gray is good. You can get silver
Losing the hair
fox.
a little bit on top as well.
Right?
But it happens. Yeah, exactly.
I was going to wear the dress blues today so I could represent the Marine Corps, coming out here. I always like to do that and put them in a positive light, and that's what I hope to do. So, that's why I decided to wear them. I don't know if I'll be regretting it in a minute because it's so hot or not.
And what an honor it was to meet Dakota Meyer, Semper Fidelis. He's a Marine, and we are so honored to have him here. Of course, dressed in his dress blues, and didn't he look handsome? Back to you guys. The red carpet is sizzling hot, and it's not just because of the temperatures. The stars are lighting this place up, and lucky for us, they're chatting about their Derby experience.
Our stay has been pretty awesome. Kentucky's been really wonderful to us. They've been great hosts. I've learned so much about it, the people here and the traditions and the foods and the cultures, and I'm not ready to go back to LA. It's been lovely here.
Pink.
I know. I know.
Yeah.
We decided to go for true Derby style and try to couple it up.
Is this y'all's first Derby, second Derby?
Very first one.
Yeah, it's not even that. Yesterday was my first ever horse race I've been to. I've seen them on TV, but yesterday was the first time I actually saw horse races live.
What was your verdict?
Awesome. Unbelievable.
It was so much fun, and it's exciting to see everyone cheering for like a certain horse, and no matter how rich or poor you may be, everyone's cheering. It's really great.
And you keep coming back every year. What brings you back? What do you look forward to?
Honestly, it's the people of Louisville. I really enjoy this. I mean, I've said many times that I've been privileged enough to go all across the world to different sporting events, from the Super Bowl to the World Series to major boxing matches, all-star games, tennis matches, but nothing compares to the Kentucky Derby.
I love the South.
Yes.
I have never been here before at the Derby. I am so excited, and so I wanted to fit in as best I could.
All day it's just been a steady stream of stars, from singers to actresses to actors. They were just all so fantastic and so happy to be here in the state of Kentucky for the Derby. Back to you guys. Derby Day is coming to an end, and what a day it has been. Some of the biggest stars in the business were here gracing us with their presence on the red carpet. I talked to several people, and they tell me this has been one of the best turnouts as far as celebrities go ever at the Derby. Take a look at a few of my favorites.
First time at Derby, so just want to see what the experience is like.
You gonna place any bets?
Probably not.
No?
No.
You're safe. I'm impressed.
Yeah.
I'm responsible.
They might buy me into it, but right now my mind is saying no.
I'm always kind of starstruck when I come here.
Oh, stop. You're a star.
No. Well, but still, thank you, but it was fun.
Well, this year we're actually more prepared, so we got our outfits together better. And last year we didn't really know what to expect, and my anniversary's next week, so we decided to just keep it a girl trip. It's kind of a tradition.
Mine's more of a physical response. I'm going to look at the legs and the butt area.
So you got to bet on the horse with the biggest butt.
You know what, girl? Look. I got it too.
You got it. You got it. You got to work it.
How are you not burning up in here? It is smoking hot.
Poor guy. I know. We really do. Here, does this help?
It's every bit is helping.
I'll just follow you around tonight and do this. How do I fit on your style radar? Do I pass?
I think you actually look amazing because, wow, the embellishments on your hats have a pop of color that actually contrasts with your dress blue and orange beautifully.
I think everyone here is happier than 1,000 times happier than anybody else anywhere else in the world.
Well, before we wrap up Derby Day, I wanted to take advantage of this celebrity experience and really work it on this red carpet. Nikki, over here. Right here, Nikki. All right, that was fun. Back to you guys.